If you're preparing for a backend or cloud interview, here are 5 API types you should definitely know. At number 1, we have REST. This is the standard way most application communicates with the servers. A client sends a request using a URL and an HTTP method that could be get, post, put, delete, and the server responds with the data, usually in the JSON format. Every request is stateless, which means the server doesn't remember the previous request from the same client. A good example of this is Instagram loading your feed. Your app sends a request and your server responds with all the post details. Now, the major limitation with REST is sometimes you get a lot of data and sometimes you get too little data. An example here is when Instagram loads your feed, the server responds with fields your screen doesn't even require. This is where GraphQL comes in. It solves the exact problem. Instead of using multiple endpoints, GraphQL uses a single endpoint. The client sends a query specifying exactly the data it needs. For example, if Instagram only needs your username and profile picture for a comment, GraphQL can request just those fields rather than the whole user object. The limitation with GraphQL is caching. With REST, browsers can cache URLs easily, but with GraphQL, every query can be different. So caching needs more work here. Now, what about real-time apps like messaging? This is where WebSockets come in. It keeps the connection open so both sides can send messages anytime. REST closes the connection after every request. A good example is WhatsApp. When someone sends a message, it appears instantly without refreshing the page. Now, the major limitation with WebSockets is keeping those million connections open. It is expensive and difficult to scale. Number 4 is gRPC. It uses a different data format. So instead of JSON, gRPC uses binary format, which is much smaller and faster. It is built for service-to-service communication, especially for large distributed systems. gRPC uses HTTP2 under the hood, which is very beneficial for persistent connection and streaming use cases. As an example, when Instagram loads your feed, multiple internal services are involved, like recommendation, ranking, ads, user service, and many more. These services are calling each other hundreds of times per request. gRPC handles it efficiently. The limitation with gRPC is that you cannot use it directly from your browser. It is mainly for internal services talking to each other. At number 5, we have webhooks. Webhooks works very differently. Instead of asking for data, the server pushes the data when an event occurs. For example, when someone tags you in a post, Instagram could immediately notify your app using a webhook. The limitation here is the delivery is not guaranteed. So, if the server is down when an event happens, you might miss that event. So in summary, REST is simple and everywhere. GraphQL is for flexible data fetching. WebSockets for real-time communications. gRPC for fast backend-to-backend communication. And webhooks for event-driven notifications. This covers how 80% of backends communicate.